Oh, it's all cracked open.
This one's split.
That looks gnarly.
I don't know if it's going to be any good, but there might be some good pieces. But anyway, we'll try it. With a good attitude.
With a good attitude, okay. Hi,
this is Craig from Sulcata Grove. I'm here with Celeste, and we're going to be taste testing some mangoes today. And we're going to start with this one. Now, I know it doesn't look pretty. My wife already told me so. But this is a very unusual one. This is an unnamed variety. It's actually a seedling of Tyler Premier. I've never had it before, but I've grown it. We had a long dry spell and then some heavy rains this year, and it caused some splitting. Probably I wouldn't normally eat this one, but I really want to try it, and it's the only one I've got. So we're going to give it a try with a good attitude and see if there's still some good flesh on this one. So there's definitely some bad parts, but I think we can cut around them. Smells
like Valencia
citrusy.
It smells good.
Let's see. I didn't cut it my normal way because I didn't think it would work. It does seem to have some fiber, which I don't usually like much of, but I'll tolerate a little. All right.
Which end was the top? Because I'm looking at it.
Well, it's, I don't know.
I think I'll take the middle piece.
All right, you take the middle piece. Well, flavor's good. It's got a weird texture that's, I'm guessing the texture has to do with the fact that this thing has gotten split open and everything. Very citrusy. It's like taking a shot of orange juice.
It started out super sour to a point I almost want to spit out, but then got sweeter at the end, and then it got sour.
I'm not tasting much sour.
Really?
It tastes like your Natalie's, that tangerine juice that you buy.
Yeah, like mango mixed with tangerine.
Yeah. The texture is what's weird.
Yeah, like it's got fiber, but then it's stuck in your teeth.
It's like
short fibered.
It's like bubbly. It's not like carbonated bubbly. It's
got air pockets now.
Yeah, well, you know, like how oranges have the little tiny segments that break apart. It's like it has these, but tiny ones.
To me, it's like cooked pumpkin mixed in there.
Flavor-wise or texture?
No, the texture. Like chunky a little bit in parts.
It just feels like it's a solid, that it's held together in little tiny pieces, and when you bite them, they kind of fall apart.
Yeah.
It's a weird texture. It's good. I like this one. I'd like to get a good one. I've got a few more on the tree out there that aren't ready yet. There's definitely some fiber near the seed. I mean, there's always some fiber near the seed, but this has got kind of a lot right near the seed. But the rest of it, you can't really call it fibery or melting. It's just kind of a different texture.
Wasn't this one of the favorites of the people at the repository?
This came from the repository down in Miami. It was a selection of theirs, a seedling selection. Doesn't have a name. Texture.
It's got a little bit of resin too, but I think like not too much.
Yeah, I mean it's a good flavor balance. It's very tangerine-y. To me, that's the strongest flavor.
It's one of the few mangoes you chew, like that little bit of fiber stuff. You can almost.
I almost want to say it's got like a cantaloupe-y texture.
It's not smooth.
Not flavor.
Like that.
Well,
it's to me, it's more like cooked pumpkin.
You ever go to a Chinese restaurant and you get their really bad cantaloupe. They never have good. They have the bar, the all you can eat, and they always have the cantaloupe and the honeydew melon up there, and it's the worst cantaloupe and honeydew they could find. They scour the planet to find the worst. Tastes terrible. The honeydew though that they have has that's that texture.
Yeah.
It's not the flavor at all, but it's got that texture where it's kind of it's kind of bad melon texture. Don't let that think that that's a negative thing. It's just the best I can describe it. This I like this one. I'm glad I've got it going. We'll have to give it a name if we decide to propagate it. Far enough, they've already given it a name. So for now, I always call this one the Tyler Premier Seedling, and we know what we mean by that. But I'd give that one 7.5. Yeah, that's pretty good. So, so don't let the ugly appearance of a mango scare you off, because sometimes it's still some good in there. You just gotta cut around it a little bit. Don't eat the gross parts, but you know, there's still some salvageability. Good life lesson.
Yep.
Well, that's all we got for today, and we'll keep tasting mangoes, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
The mango from the tree, and the mango down to me. Put the mango in a sack, put the sack up on my back. Every